Alright, Alico3 here. Today's video is going to be a retro break. We're going back to 1982. We're searching for the Cal rookie. But the consolation will be a bunch of Hall of Famers and notables, so it should be a fun break. I did tear the wrapper off, but this is a BBCE, not from a seal case, but the packs haven't been tampered with. That's kind of what they do with this seal. Steve Hart's the owner. He's a cool guy. So this is their company. Most people know about Baseball Card Exchange. Vintage, unopened wax, sets, some modern stuff too. Just a fantastic member of the hobby. Let's get the packs out of here and make a couple stacks, and then we'll break them. Of course, we're looking for some slab cans from this stuff. I've had this box since I think last spring. I've just been staring at it. I finally decided to break it. This is always a box I wanted to break on camera. I don't know. Seems like one that you should do on camera. So there's Stargell. So I don't know. That's definitely like 90-10 centering. But I'll make a stack of notables. So second year of Fleer. I think 1981 was the first. Could have been 80 though. Bobby Mercer. So the only issue I see with these cards is the centering. They look amazingly packed fresh. These are kind of cool too. So there's Dave Winfield. Bill Buckner on the Cubs. That's an early Eck, right? Somewhat. I think his rookie's 76. There's Pete Rose. Never seen that card before. It's one of the things I like about these. There's Cal, second pack in. There we are. It looks good. It's just off-centered. But, I mean, all the cards have been so far. So, you know, maybe a PSA 8 candidate right there. Put him in the notable stack. Dave Parker, Don Baylor, Bob Horner. I think he hit like 4 home runs in a game once. I only know that because there's a card. I think it's 87 Fleer, where he's got his own little insert card. Sosha. That might be like a second year. That one's really bad. So, but the Cal wasn't that bad. Freddie Lynn. Glenn Hubbard. It's an interesting one. Jim Sundberg. That always makes me think of Baseball Collector. There's some story he had about meeting him when he was a kid. Jim Cat. That's off center top to bottom, I think, but that's Tom Terrific. That's a cool card. Johnny Ray. I always think of the Bonds 87 Donruss opening day, I believe. Here's Henderson. That one's off center too, so that's kind of a common theme here. Lou Whitaker. Keith Hernandez was pretty good too. John Mayberry. His son used to play at Rockhurst, which is a high school about a half hour from my house. There's Phil Niekro. Dave Kingman. That's a Saxy rookie. Steve Sax. Gorman. He just looks like a savage. He looks like Andy Reid's brother or something. Jody Davis. I think that's a Jody Davis rookie. Not that that's like a huge notable card. Dawson. This has the wax. The wax stains aren't bad on this stuff, but there's a Hawk. Hopefully we get some cards to slab out of this. I broke an 83 Fleer a few weeks ago, and they were all like off center. So I mean, you can send them in, but you're just looking at a bunch of 8s. Bruce Sutter. That's cool. Buddy Bell. That's cool. That one's pretty well centered. I'll have to check what a Cal 10 goes for. Looks like the same day as they took the Cal picture. That's cool. Schmidt, Smith, and Carlton. Split. He was an announcer for us. Frank White. Just base. Flip. That's a cool Nolan. It's off center though. I like that photo. I think that's the second year Danny Ainge, but of course the basketball player. Seaver, kind of not the base card. There's Kent Okuve. Add that to the PC. And Don Sutton. He's always got those shades on. Charlie Huff. There's Blyleven. Honeycutt. Alan Trammell. Johnny Bench. That one's cool. Looks like a Tim Wallach rookie. Jack Morris. Suter. Fergie Jenkins. Carlton and Fisk. That's Sean Burrows' dad. It was a big prospect. He just never turned into a star with the Padres. I think he played for a few other teams. But Carter and Parker. There's a Brett, and that's off center too. So I don't really. They're just not centered. After you break a box of stuff like this, or any old junk box product, and you see how the cards come out of the pack, and if they're all off centered, you have more respect for the cards that are centered, if that makes sense. Ozzie Smith. That's a cool one. That's definitely a powerhouse too. Willie Wilson. There's Goose with the Fu Manchu. That one's centered. That's pretty good. Yeah. Tug McGraw. Ricky. Used to manage the Orioles and the Rangers. Johnny Oates. There's Raleigh. Jim Palmer. Yes. Sweet Lou. Look at the focus on this Tim Raines. It's almost like blurry. Some of the photography was pretty shaky, but it was Fleer's like second year or so. Tommy John. Fernando. It's a creepy picture. Look at his eyes. That's cool. Bench and Seaver. Dale Murphy. Dave Stewart. He had a good career. I think George Bell won an MVP at one point. That might be his rookie too. Look at that. Look at that afro. Paul Vida. Paul Molitor. So the collation's been pretty good with this stuff. I don't really think I've seen any doubles, which is good. So I don't think we're going to get a second Cal, but it's a lot of Hall of Famers and stars to go through. There's one of the greatest ever to play, Harold Baines. Nice. So Lee Smith. That's one of the White Sox announcers, right? There's just so much history opening a box of something like this. And for people that are about 10 years older than me, it's probably like, this is like the sweet spot for them. Because I wasn't born until 84, so this is a little before my time, but of course you learn about players and stuff. I think that's our second Schmidt like that with the 2 awards. There's Barry's dad, Bobby. Yazzie. Steve Garvey. Reggie Jackson. Kuzman had a good career. He's on that classic Brett Nolan Ryan rookie. There's an off-centered Schmidt. Francona rookie, right? That's cool. Alright, so last pack. Alright, we'll do a quick recap. Cal's on the bottom here, but there's a stack of 600 or so to the right of just cards I didn't pull. But the kind of stuff we pulled was flip through some of the names real quick. A lot of these are all centered, so they won't be good slab cans, but I'm sure we'll find some. Definitely going to send the Cal in, but awesome classic set, 82 Fleer. Not the most expensive box in the world, not the cheapest either, but just the nostalgia is through the roof with this stuff. There's the Cal. That was like second pack in. It doesn't look bad at all. It's just off-centered. So the Cal rookie, that's what we were looking for. So thanks for the